Hey everybody, I'm here today to do a review of this Angelcare AC1300 Baby Monitor. Now this is more than just a video monitor. It is a video monitor, a sound monitor, and also a movement monitor. And I'll be outlining each of those features and functions in this video. Let's get right to it. There are basically three parts to this Angelcare system. There is the nursery unit right here. There is the parent unit, and there is also the movement unit right here. Now, the reason that the movement unit is still in the packaging for me is because my wife and I are currently not using it just yet. However, I have seen it being used multiple times, so I am very familiar with how it works and the alarms and so forth and how everything works. So let's get right to it. Let's start off by turning the unit on. If you look at the nursery unit right here, you can turn it on simply by pressing this button right here. There's just a power button and it turns on. As you can see, there's a little light that is illuminated. Now we can turn on the parent unit, which is right here. Press and hold down the power button and it turns on just like that. Now let's go over some of the features. First and foremost, as you can see, it has a very clear color picture. So it's a very clear color picture, which is awesome in my opinion. Now let's just angle this upwards. You can see that I'm sort of filming right here in my garage actually. There's my camera and there's me. The video quality is extremely clear. Now there's a little sensor here. One feature to note is its night vision. You'll notice that if I put my finger over the sensor and I simulate the fact that it would be dark, you can see that it changes to black and white. And these little red dots over here illuminate, and that allows the camera to have pretty much night vision. So you can see that if it was dark, if it was night in my garage, you would be able to see very, very clearly what was going on, what would be going on with the baby. Now I'm just going to release it and you'll see it'll automatically go back to color and sort of daytime vision just like that. There's another awesome feature on the actual nursery unit. And I'm going over the nursery unit first, then we will go over the parent unit, and then we'll go over the movement monitor. There's another cool feature on the nursery unit. If you look over here, there is a little light icon. If you push that button, you get a night light. Just as you can see right there, it is illuminated as a night light, which is awesome in my opinion. I'm going to turn it off. And there's also another button over here. If you lose the parent monitor, you can press this to find the parent monitor. It's also, it should also be noted that you can actually unplug this unit because there are 3 AA batteries down there. And you can unplug the unit and it will still work. There's also another cool feature. There's a tripod mount on the bottom of this, which is awesome in my opinion. And lastly, but not least, if you take a look here, you can actually move the camera. I'll turn it sideways. You can move the camera. Check that out. So you can angle the camera just like that. So the nursery unit is a versatile unit in itself. Now let's take a look at the parent unit. As you can see, it's absolutely awesome. It's so super slim and sleek, as you can see right here. It has a rechargeable battery inside, so you don't have to put batteries in it. You just recharge it with actually the exact same cord that plugs into the wall outlet. It has this little stand here, so you can carry it around like that, or you can simply prop out the stand and it will hold itself up, which is awesome. Let's go over some of the features. So number one, you can zoom. So you push the zoom button, you can zoom in, and then you can adjust where the zoom is, just like that. Let's zoom back out, just like that. You can also turn the video on or off, just like that, to preserve some battery life. And if you don't really want to watch, you just want to listen, you can turn the video off. Now, speaking of listening, okay, you can go into the options. So I'm going to push this middle button right here, and that brings open the menu. Now you can turn on the volume. So I'm going to turn on the volume. You might hear some squeaky noise simply because it's right beside it. So you might hear some squeaky noise, but let's go ahead and turn it on just like that. And we will exit out just like that. And you can hear that it's picking it up. I'll try and angle it maybe away. No, that's not really working. So let's turn it off. But basically, if this wasn't right beside this, I would be able to hear every single sound that was happening in the nursery. So I'm going to turn the volume off because it was, you know, it's beside each other, so it's not going to produce the best sound. Now this is the option for the movement monitor, these two right here, and they're off because I'm not using the movement monitor. This is an option to pause the system. This is the temperature option. So you actually have a temperature alarm, and the temperature alarm is off right now, but you can change the maximum maximum and the minimum temperature in which the alarm will go off. I have it set to 30 degrees Celsius on the high end and 19 degrees Celsius on the low end. You can also switch from Celsius to Fahrenheit. So this unit is super versatile. I'm going to go back to this menu. There are also some different settings in this menu that I don't have to go over right now because they're more intricate settings. And this option right here is for the system, the VOX system, that only will allow you to hear certain noises that pass certain thresholds. So if you don't want to hear all of the staticky background noise in the nursery and you only want to hear when the baby is crying, then you can set the threshold so that you only start listening. It only starts projecting the sound when the baby's crying. That's an awesome feature. I have it off right now. Generally speaking, I just leave the volume on all the time. I just turned it off because it's so close to the unit right now, and I didn't want it to produce that noise. So lastly, the last portion that I want to go over is the movement monitor. So this goes under the crib, okay, under the crib portion, under a portion of the crib, I should say, and basically it connects to the unit and it allows you to be alerted if there's no movement, if there's absolutely no movement for more than 20 seconds, okay? So if there's absolutely no movement for more than 20 seconds, it will set off the alarm, which is absolutely important because if something like that happens, the sooner that you can address and assess the situation, the better. So it's awesome. I'm not currently using it. I will be using it in the future, but at this moment, my wife and I are not using it, but I've seen it being used. I've heard the alarm go off in a demonstration manner, and it's absolutely awesome, and it's loud enough to wake you up. That's for sure. Another quick note is right over here. 21 degrees Celsius, that's the temperature in my garage right now. It displays the temperature where the nursery unit is. So it's an absolutely awesome monitor. Not only is it a video monitor, but it's also a sound monitor and a movement monitor. Literally, you cannot ask for anything more. If you want the maximum monitoring, let's get this on my face here. If you want the maximum monitoring for your baby and your nursery, then the Angelcare AC1300 is definitely a baby monitor that you should consider. It's absolutely awesome. It's full of jam-packed with features and functions, and it gets the job done really, really well. I mean, look at that crystal clear picture quality. So in this video review, I just wanted to go over the features and functions of this product, and I also wanted to sort of show you some of the basics of how to use it, sort of to do a basic tutorial to show you the exact functions and how you can actually customize the unit to fit your own specific needs. And I hope that you have enjoyed this video review. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.